Hey, thanks for tuning in. Good to see you again. Just wanted to let you know, as you know, on Saturdays I upload new videos. So every once in a while, I'm going to upload a shorter video, and it's going to be like 5 or 10 minutes long, and it's just going to show you how I overcame a certain predicament that I found myself in. And I'm going to call that a quick tip. So this is the very first quick tip video. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you next time. That was cool, wasn't it? Worked hard at that, believe it or not.
All right, so here's just a quick tip. It was a pre-existing structure here, and we're trying to retrofit these two cabinets. Well, we got them in now. I had to move walls around here. This wall had to move, and that one had to be nudged a little bit, and that's why you see there's drywall missing here. But that's not what the tip's about. The tip's about putting a countertop on top of these two cabinets. Now, what I've done is I've measured from this corner to right here, and it's 30 inches. When I measure from this corner to there, to that 30-inch mark, I get 60 and a half. When I do it in the front, I get 60 inches. When I do it in the front, I get 60 and a quarter inches, which means one or both of these two side walls are not square. They're not 90 degrees to the back wall. So the larger of the two measurements is 60 and a quarter. But of course, if I put a 60 and a quarter countertop on here, it's not going to fit in the back. So I'm going to show you a quick way to make that countertop fit. We're going to go with the larger number of 60 and a quarter, and I'm going to show you right after this. So what we're going to do, we're going to have to take these little nubs off. They'll just pull out. But what we're going to do is we need 60 and a quarter inches. That's our maximum width. So we're going to measure it on the face of it first. Okay? So we're going to take 60 and a quarter inches from the end. And what I want to do to prevent chip out is I want to put blue painter's tape everywhere I'm going to be cutting. This tape's a little cold. Okay, so now we're going to measure over 60 and a quarter inches. And just show them on that nub. 60 and a quarter inches right there. Okay, so I know that this tape completely covers where the saw blade is going to go. I probably didn't need this third piece, but I was just making sure I got enough coverage. Now, once that tape is on there, you're going to have to turn this over. Now, I want to cut the right side off of mine. You might need to decide to cut the left side. That's entirely up to you which side you choose to cut. I need the right side to be cut because that is how I'm going to install this one, with the cut end on the right side. So knowing that this is in the blue tape, that'll prevent the chip out. You want to make sure that the blue tape is down really well, sticking really good to everything. And then you're going to turn it over. But when you turn it over, you're going to flip it end to end. I'll show you right here. So we're just going to take it and flip it that way. Now this part has to hang off the front, okay? So you can sit it down, turn it over, and let that part hang off the front, just like that. Okay, now if you want to put something under here to prevent it from getting scratched, we can put rags or something under there. I think it's probably going to be fine.
How do you know where your mark is?
I don't. That mark was just so I could get the tape in the right spot. Because when you cut it, the underside, everything you cut, you should cut upside down. Okay? With this, you have no choice but to cut upside down, because when I get over here, how would I jump over that big backsplash that's built in? Okay? It's bad enough I got to jump over this one. And once that gets cut, then I got to cut down on the other one. So now we're going to measure from the same side again. We're going to go 60 6.25 inches. Right there. Okay? Then we're going to draw our square line. Okay? You always want to double check it to make sure it's 60.25. There and here. And it is. So now I need to draw that line a little further. I'll put this on the back side of here and continue my line. It goes all the way across. And we'll double check that that's 60.25. And it is, right on the money. Now if that tape wasn't on the other side, as you're cutting, it would be chipping off everything next to it. We don't care if it chips off back here. You're not going to see it. This is the underside, okay? So now we're going to go ahead and cut that. You can use a guide. You can use a guide to cut it, or if you're a straight cut, you can cut it. I'm a straight cut. Now we already know it's 1/4 inch too wide in the back. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this countertop and we're gonna sit it where it goes on this cabinet. Just like so. And we're gonna trace the back. Trace the countertop here.
Well, I got something to do. I got to go do boom, boom, boom.
Around that stud. All right. Get the paper out from in here. All right. So now your end, we're going to lay it, turn it like we're going to lay it in there, and put your end up towards the ceiling. Like that. Let's bring this in. I want to sit it down here. For a perfect fit. So that goes into the wall just a little bit to hide the edge. We're going to put a tile backsplash on here. It fits perfectly. And the drawer is open because we cut this down. We had to rip this down a little bit. This hung way down to here and it blocked the drawer. So we ripped it down on the table saw using a fine tooth blade, and we put painter's tape on it before we cut it to make sure that it didn't chip out. And it looks absolutely stunning. I'm out.